Hi, Casey Berman from Leave Law Behind. I'm shooting this week's video at night. Usually I do it here in my home office during the day. A lot of natural light can come in. But tonight I didn't wait and I just shot it right now in the moment. The reason I did that is because I've had a long day. I'm a little tired. I'm a little drained. And just got the kids down. I think they're down. My wife is reading somewhere. I think she's pooped out. It's been a great day, productive day, exciting ups and downs, all that good stuff. But I'm tired. I could easily go to bed. And I know many of us are tired. And so while I was in the moment, while the house was finally quiet, while I could come down here into my office and just kind of put things together and shoot this video, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it right now while this is top of mind for me. And what I really want to talk about is how do we carve out time to leave the law? How do we find that energy? How do we find that motivation? Because for many of us, it's a second job. It's a job and a half on top of what we have to do to pay the bills or to keep things going or whatever it is. We have a job as a lawyer, or we've got a lot of other things going on. I got an email from a coaching client today which said, Casey, I'm still working on things. I've just been really busy. I've been really tired. My mind has been elsewhere, but I wanted you to know I'm still working through things. And it was great to get the email from her. I had a note that I was gonna email her as well, so it was great to hear from her. But I know where she's coming from, which is just, I want to get this done. I want to get that done. And whether it's leaving the law, whether it's something around the house, whether it's a new blog video for me, whatever it is, there's always something else we want to get done. There's something very important that we want to get done. And for many of us, it can be very difficult to do it. I know. I hear it a lot. And there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so much energy that we have. But I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about some ideas that I use and some habits that I use. And some thoughts and principles to really find ways to do all this extra stuff. I think the first thing to really keep in mind is to go slow and to make sure it's organic and it's not forced. What this really comes down to is try baby steps. This is something I've written a lot about. We, as Americans, as people in general of the world, and particularly as lawyers, we think about these big steps. We think about getting it all done. That's how we want to do it. I'm going to get everything done tonight, everything done this week, everything done over the weekend. And, sometimes it's just impossible. There just aren't enough hours in the day. So then we get overwhelmed and we end up not doing it. So that's why I like to focus on the baby steps. Just go for a walk and think about your unique genius. Have one informational interview. Email me one time and just vent if you have to. Go to a coffee with a friend and talk about things. Write down those skills and traits that come unique to you. Email a few people. Have the courage to ask them to compliment you, to get your unique genius narrative. Whatever it is, take a baby step. Take a baby step. Then, secondarily, celebrate your baby steps. Really. Just don't focus on the things you haven't gotten done. Focus on the things that you have achieved. Focus on the interview that you got done. Focus on the small pros and cons list that you got done. Focus on these and really celebrate them. Hug them and make them yours and really, really focus on the stuff that you've gotten done. Because then your focus is on the positive. Your focus isn't on the lack. Your focus is on what you've accomplished. And that's huge because that then leads to the next baby step and the next baby step and the next baby step. The third thing I want to talk about is kind of really feeling this and feeling the love and the energy and really the motivation to leave the law. Many of us really shouldn't leave the law. We might be down. We might just be in a rut. We might be just working with the wrong people. I know I've spoken with people and they've been able to create really great careers within the law or something ancillary to the law. So as you're going through and taking baby steps, as you're celebrating what you're doing, really tune into yourself, into your authentic self. Kind of a BS test, and see, is this really what I want to do? Should I really leave the law? Because if there's an opportunity to practice, if there's an opportunity to do something within the law, just in a different environment, if there's an opportunity to love the law, then that is something that you should really, really focus on. It's something I encourage you to take the time to think about. I have people who are partners of mine in business who are focused on helping attorneys stay in the law. And if that's something that you're interested in hearing more about, email me at casey@leavelawbehind.com, because I can put you in touch with the people who can help you create the legal practice and the lifestyle and really that focus on your life that you really want and is more in alignment with you. If you really truly don't want to leave, then don't. And I think fourth, whether you want to stay in the law or whether you really do and feel that you should authentically leave the law, spend some time focusing on those beliefs that are really limiting you. Yeah, there are things that we feel we've worked through or we feel that our mind isn't playing tricks on us, but it often can be. There's that story about the baby elephant who's tied to a tree trunk with a very thick, big rope. And obviously it can't, even as strong as the baby elephant is, it can't move. And then over the years, they use a smaller rope and a smaller rope and a smaller trunk and a smaller tree branch, ultimately to get to the point where it's a huge elephant with a small string tied around a twig. But the elephant still won't leave, even though now the twig can't hold it, because the elephant has been conditioned and programmed to stay there. It doesn't know any better. And many of us are that way, myself included. There's so much that I've been programmed, just like a computer program in my mind, in my subconscious, that limits us if we want to leave. It leads us in a certain way, down life, down the path of life. But if it's something that we want to do as around leaving the law, these beliefs can really limit us. They're beliefs like, I'm not someone who can do this. I should really only take the safe way. I should take the easy way. Money is something that I've always had trouble making. I'll never make enough money. I'll never be big. I'll never be great. Leaving the law and doing something great is not something that happens to someone like me. There's a lot of limiting beliefs that we have. I wrestle with it every day. And I talk with people who are very good at this, and they uncover new limiting beliefs I didn't even know I had. And it can be very, very frustrating. Okay? Oh my God, really? Is that how my subconscious is thinking? It's okay. It's okay. Because the first step is to identify it. Knowing is half the battle. And when you do know that, it can hurt, but it also then gives you another baby step to do, which is to really work on not aligning with these limiting beliefs, but aligning with more powerful beliefs. Aligning with things like, I can do this. Aligning with things like, I am great. Aligning with things like, and ideas around what your unique genius is and how you can add value to the world. And not really attaching yourself to really anything, to a way it has to be, or a job you have to get, or a house you have to have. But really, the only thing is focusing and aligning with who we authentically are. So I hope these points help. I know you might be tired. I know you might be overwhelmed. I know you might be busy with so much. But if you really feel that leaving the law is something you should authentically do, well, you're at the right place. You have a community of like-minded people who are completely and utterly here to support you. And I'm here. If coaching is something that you're after, you can check on the website at coaching. You can email me at casey@leavelawbehind.com, and we can do a free consultation. But we're here. There's tons of free resources for you. And what I encourage you to do is to take it slow, but do take baby steps and celebrate what you've accomplished. Because once you celebrate it, then you're ready for the next step. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you being part of the Leave Law Behind community. Again, I'm Casey Berman from Leave Law Behind. Email me anytime, CASEY@leavelawbehind.com. I look forward to hearing from you.